If you feel that you are not doing enough, and no matter how hard you do, how many actions you take throughout the day, there is this constant inner voice telling you should be doing more, should be more productive. You're not taking the right actions, you're not doing the right thing. This is not the doing issue. This is not the strategy issue. This is not the issue of productivity. Don't try looking for productivity hacks, how to organize your day, how to achieve more. Realize it's an identity issue. And this session is your breakthrough. So when you have this thing that I'm not doing enough, it is much deeper than what you're doing. Because if doing more and burning out would make people millionaire, all the burned out people would be millionaires. Okay? So it's not about doing, it's about being. When you are feeling you're not doing enough, actually what you're saying is at a subconscious level that I don't see myself worthy of what I want. I don't think I can have it. That's why I need to work really, really hard to get it. And when you're saying that, you are not a vibrational match. That means in your car, you have put the wrong address and you're going in the wrong direction in the GPS, right? So although the GPS is taking you and you're driving 16 hours, but I'm sorry, the address is wrong. That's why you are not able to get there. Now, if you just keep driving for days and days, for 20, 30 hours, and you would assume that, okay, if I drive more, I would just somehow get there, you are not going to get there because the address is wrong. So your nervous system and your subconscious mind form this thing called your success mechanism, which is aimed at how you see yourself. It is constantly delivering you what you believe about yourself. So it is like a success system. It is like a proper, like a machine, like a production machine, which is producing what you believe to be true about yourself. So when you are saying, I am trying to be rich, I am trying to be successful, I'm trying to make that happen, you're actually saying I'm not. And then it takes you in the trying state where you keep doing and it's never enough. And when you keep saying to yourself, I'm not doing enough, you start to identify yourself as that person where you're not doing enough. And then what starts to happen is that your subconscious mind now puts more things in your calendar, now keeps telling you unimportant things and keeps piling your calendar more and more because it has to make sure that you're not doing enough. And for that reality to manifest, you have to make sure that you keep doing so many things that it's never enough. So you are stuck in this never enough rut. And there is never enough. This is the problem. So when you are actually starting to identify yourself as I am successful right now, you shift the way you see you. You associate differently with who you are being, your reality, your results. And it can't happen when the things show up because you are currently operating with the operating system that I'm not doing enough. So you cannot start to see results with that operating system. But when you switch the destiny of that operating system, and now it's programmed that I am this, I see myself that way, that's when it's not about trying harder. So trying harder is what you do to make up for what is the gap in your being. So for instance, if you think you're not good enough, you think you're not that intelligent, you think you haven't got what it takes to exchange money for and receive abundance in exchange for, what you would do is you start to work really, really, really hard. But actually you're fighting against yourself. You're fighting against a mental program, which is also an identity program that operates your nervous system, your body, your hormones, everything, your whole being. And you're fighting against it, which you can never outperform because that makes sure that you operate a certain way, right? Like your digestive system is operating, your blood system is operating, it is supposed to make sure that you're operated the same way. So you can't just keep fighting it. For example, if you think that I never finish anything on time and I'm always leaving things in the middle, you will do that. And even if you try really hard, you try to start 20 things so that at least you can finish one thing, you will still go through the same struggle because with all those 20 things, this identity that you don't finish anything on time will stop you. If you have this identity that I have to do so much. I have to start 20 businesses or 5 businesses because I cannot see myself attracting a lot of money from one business because I'm not good enough, and I don't see myself people paying me so much money through one source, so I need to do 5 different businesses or 10 different businesses. Again, just by doing more, you cannot make up for the being gap. So doing more and feeling you're not doing enough is a symptom of a problem which is deeper underneath. The question is, where am I not the match? Where am I not being the person who has already got it? Because the reality is I have already got it and I'm not seeing myself that way, and that's why I'm not manifesting it, because creation is finished. According to science and religion, nothing is created nor destroyed. So you are already that person, and the thing that you desire is already here. All you want to do is you want to become an energetic match. That means you have to start seeing yourself as that person now, not later. Even when you're saying, okay, I am healing myself, I am trying to become that, actually you're declaring I'm not, right? But I am declaring yourself as I am that person doesn't mean you just declare with one sentence and you're going to become that person. What it means is you really start to be super honest with yourself, and you start to see, okay, where in my thinking I'm not thinking like that person. What do I believe that person wouldn't believe? So if I think money takes a lot of hard work, I'm not becoming a match for that person, because that version of me wouldn't think that way. If I think I need to do so much to have less, then that version of me wouldn't think that. So you start to really uncover what you see and how you see you and how you associate with the world and you at a much deeper level, and you start to question it. And in my programs in Well Fountain, we use really, really deep tools to check it at a whole new level, to uncover your identity, who you are being at a really deep level, and then we reprogram that, because it's literally a matter of you change the way you see yourself. You don't have to change anything about you, which makes it effortless, but you have to really shift the way you see. Because if you're not doing that, you will constantly look for the right strategy. You will constantly look for the right how. You will constantly be switching one strategy to the next. You will constantly be saying, okay, this next YouTube video is my breakthrough. If I attend this masterclass, I'll get all the answers. If I do this affirmations, I will be fine. But if I try this funnel, everything will work. If I try this strategy, or if I use this system because everybody has used that and it's worked. But the reality is you're looking for the solution which is outside of you, and the solution is not outside of you. You are the solution. You are the funnel. You are that YouTube video that you would ever need. You are the how. And when you realize you already are that person, without even realizing, subconsciously you are inspired to follow the path of least resistance. You start to get the intuitive hits to birth the strategy from within you, to birth the path of least resistance. So like if you think of the GPS, right? When you tell the GPS, I want to go there, and it takes a few seconds and then gives you the shortest time. That's what your subconscious mind and your success mechanism, along with your nervous system, is programmed to do, right? It's programmed to show you the path of least resistance, like the GPS tells you the fastest way, the shortest way, the easiest way. And the way it's supposed to do it is, it doesn't tell you the whole way at once. It only gives you the next step, and you have to trust, like Steve Jobs says, that the dots will somehow connect in the future, but you trust that the dots are connecting. You don't know the few steps ahead. You don't know the whole path. You haven't got the testimonials and guarantee for your subconscious, but you know it always works because the success mechanism has picked up your direction, where you're going, your destination. But it's about reprogramming the destination by reprogramming who you are, by reprogramming how you see yourself right now. Not trying to become, not in the way I'm healing, not in the way that I need to shift this about me. Like I see this over and over again. We almost get in the middle of, we are not here where our physical realities, but we are not here where our vision is. We are somewhere in the middle where there's a void, and it cannot connect us to the vision, and we are trying so hard to make it, but you're not on the same frequency. You're not on the frequency of your vision. That's why you cannot attract anything to you, and your subconscious cannot take you to that path. So it's about, are you living your life as if it's done? Because it's already done. You cannot see it because you are rejecting the truth which is there. So the truth is what's your imagination. So are you showing up? Are you thinking? Are you feeling? Are you saying the things that it's already done? And it's not just about using affirmations. It's not just about visualizing. It's about uncovering your truth. It's about saying, who am I? Like, if you are a parent, you don't need to affirm 10 times a day to say, I'm a mother, I'm a father, because you are. So when you realize you are, it takes seconds. But in order to realize you are, you have to uncover where you think you are not right now. So asking yourself, who am I, has all the answers. And the strategy, the how, will be birthed by your subconscious when you set the right destination for it to approach. Because right now it's creating more of the same. Because you think you're not.